Okay, now onto the eyes look, which is going to be like the most important part of the look. We're going for a golden brown smoky eye, sort of a classic Hollywood glamour vibe. I'm going to kind of show you which colors I'm using so you can get an idea exactly how I'm going to do this. I'm going to go with the black and brown on the corner of my smoky eye, and then going to do these two lighter, more beigey colors on the inside and like on my brow. And then in the middle, I'm going to use this gold, and you can honestly get away with just about any shade of gold that's going to look good on your skin tone. That could be like a lighter gold, more like a champagne-y color. This is a very yellow gold. A more brown gold, bronzy look is okay too. I'm not super picky about the gold as long as it's shimmery, as long as it's sparkly. So I'm going to do each eye a little differently based on your level of comfort with makeup. Just so as you get comfortable doing your makeup, you can figure out which method is easier for you or you think helps you achieve the look that you want the best. So I'll start with this eye, and this eye is going to be our very beginner style, and then I'll do a little bit more of a slightly advanced technique on this side, but obviously nothing too complicated for anybody. So for makeup brushes, depending on what you have at your disposal, the little fluffy they look like little tabs that are just like about the size of your fingernail. Those are fine too. Or if you actually have brushes, that works. You'll want these flatter shapes for lines, and then these fluffier shapes for blending. With that being said, let's go ahead and get started. So for our basic style, I'm going to go from the outside in, or let's go inside to out. On the inside, we're going to start with the lightest color. So I've got my beigey color here. And I'm just going to kind of make a line. This is pretty much my skin color, and I would imagine it would be for most of you. The beigey color would be very close to your skin color, or possibly a white shimmer, or lighter colored shimmer would be fine too. You just want to put that on the corner of your eye in like lines. And then make your way up to your brow, underneath your brow, and just go under your brow line. Yep. And then for me, because of the shape of my eye, I usually need a little bit more definition of my crease of my eye. So I'm going to take this slightly darker color, beige, and just kind of trace that shape. And I'm using that flatter side to do that. We'll blend at the end. Okay, so we did light color on the inside and under the brow. We did slightly darker to make some definition for your crease. And if you feel like your crease is pretty defined, then you don't really have to do that step. After that, you'll take your gold color. So I'm doing my shiny gold. And I'm just going to draw lines on the middle of my lid. Yep, just like that. You can see where the yellow. Yep. Okay. And now I'm going to take the same brush, but the different side of the brush. And get a little bit of dark brown. And just do like one line, but make sure it's saturated. Whew, I went up a little higher than I wanted to, but that's okay. And then I'm going to grab just a little bit of black to get the outermost corner of my eye. Okay, so obviously that looks a little strange right now, but then you take the fluffy side of your brush and just circular motion blend everything out. If you get anything under your eye, you can just wipe it. And then if that line is still pretty harsh, you just pull. Just keep pulling to the side. Pull the gold over. If you feel like it's still like really dark, or it went up too high, you can take those lighter colors to blend over it. So like up here where I think it's a little too dark up here, I'm going to take the lighter color I put up on my brow and blend over that with just circular motions. And see, it's already a lot calmer looking. And then I'm going to do a little bit more of the gold just to make that line a little less harsh. Now you can see it's got dark on the side. The color is mainly in the middle, and then you've just got a little bit of light in the middle, or in the corner. And I'm just gonna add a little bit more in the corner. Okay, so that's the very intro level look with the eyeshadow. Now for the more advanced look, we're going to use the same colors. I'm going to start with defining my crease, and I'm really getting into defining that crease and really following the shape of my eye. I'm like, I can feel the brush on my eyeball, like over my eyelid, pushing into that, and then doing the circular motion. I have a hooded eye, so I do this to make it look a little less hooded, and sometimes I have to really emphasize my shape. Okay. From there, I'm grabbing my light color again, and doing my corner. I'm going to kind of swipe that over most of the lid, but not all the way. And definitely in the corner. I'm getting that up on my brow. And buffing out any harsh lines from the crease. I'm going to grab a little bit of the brown and just kind of tap it in there. And a little bit of the black and tap it in there. And I'm just kind of blending. I'm using the flat side to blend a little bit just because I want a little bit of a harsher line on this side to help guide where the eyeliner is going to go. But again, this is the more advanced, a little harder to accomplish the shape. Whereas this side is more just about making sure the color is in the right place. And then making sure I get my gold and going all over the middle. Even if I'm covering up some of that black, the black's still going to be visible underneath. I'm getting that gold all over the lid. See, still generally the same look on both sides. It's just whichever is easier for you to feel comfortable doing. This is like the lines, and then you blend the lines, and then this is more about the shape of your eye. But the color all essentially ends up in the same places. And then I will move on to eyeliner.